Okay guys, so it's Nation of Decay, and we are at an abandoned amusement park at the beach. So I'm just going to be quiet through this entire thing. This place is really, really cool. Can't really figure out what that up there was used for, but still pretty friggin' awesome. I don't know if that was like a tower that they had something over here, or if it was once like a water slide, or if it was just some type of lookout tower. I don't know. I can't really figure it out. Corrosion, this corrects me up. Corrosion protection resources. Well, it didn't do a very good job. That's for sure. And there was like some type of pool. And I can't figure out what that was used for. I need to do a little bit more research on this place, but that might have been some type of boat. I don't know. Maybe it was like... See, it's got these handles on it as if it was one of those training pools, but I can't figure out exactly what, if it was or, wasn't. It's not a very good job of securing this place, but this was like the go-kart track was fairly large, though. It's surprising me. Absolutely no teaching allowed. You're not allowed to learn here. I saw where there used to be go-karts sitting out, but I haven't seen that. I've yet to see any go-karts sitting out anywhere. So this is another like mini track or something over here. Oh, this was stock car? I don't know what that means because it doesn't seem like they could fit a car. I guess it's just another form of go-karts. It's a pretty trippy place. It's locked. I heard something about, they were talking about how they were going to reopen this place. And it's yet to happen. Something about they weren't going to tear it down because they weren't going to tear it on something that they could reopen. Sorry if it's shaking, I'm just even out this weight. Seems like all the go-karts are just gone. Of super trucks and stock cars. Some bleachers here. I guess you could sit around and watch. It's another go-kart track. This is the boat racing pond. Okay, so I just found this place, but it's an old motel. It's called the Ebb Tide Motel, and apparently it closed down, but they, I guess, never did anything. They tore it. Well, apparently it closed, and they tore. It was all motel along here, and they tore it down. And now, so I think it was very recent that they tore it down too, because they're getting ready to tear this down. Demo/reinforcement framing work. But this was the restaurant. There's not much to see here, but I don't even think I can get in. But this is all stuff from, I believe, the motel rooms. And this over here was the motel. So these were all rooms over here, which is cool to just check out. I don't know, I don't think there's any pieces of flooring left. It apparently closed in 2014 though, because that seems to be when it was last open. And that's like the only remaining piece of it. But it's really interesting just to see all this. It doesn't seem like there's anything left of this place other than that back end, which I'm guessing is like low-income apartments or whatever. They just built it out of what was left. And this was the pool that, as I'm guessing, got filled in. They had a pool over here. At least I think it was here. I'm pretty sure it was here. There's like all kinds of weird stuff buried, but this I believe was the pool. And now it's just all nothing. It's just a mess. I think they're getting ready to demo this building too. It's just really cool to see. They have all the cut wires and crap. It's just a mess. It's all locked up, so you can't even get in it, but they're working on it either way, so. I think I guess this was the back end of the restaurant. And I'm gonna guess that there was probably another building here of some sort, like a back end, like this, I'm guessing was the pool building. That's what I'm guessing this was, and these were like the things for the pool. This was just pool pump stuff. This was like recently torn down. I swear it had to have been. But this was all like pool building and the pumps and everything else for the pool back here, and they tore it down, and then this was the remaining pool, which I find this so cool. Here's part of the pool deck left. Something they didn't tear out yet. It's so interesting to see this stuff still here. What's in here? They have like a door open on the side, and I'm guessing that's storage, but there's all kinds of cut wires and crap. I'm guessing maybe there was another building right in here with something. Who knows? This looks like the back end to the restaurant. This is where they kept their supplies and stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry, supplies closet. This is like I'm gonna just do it. This is like a mini explore, because there's not much to this. I mean, it's all gone. I was hoping the back end of it was not abandoned. Was still abandoned. and it's not. So, okay, so that's something there. What the heck? So that looks like it was some type of back-end storage or bathroom or something. It's just stuck shut. It's all screwed up. I don't know. It's so cool in here. Like, I find this so cool, and you guys, like, I might be boring some of you guys, but it just seems like such a cool place to just look around and look at everything. And there's the main part. I'm gonna walk over here and see if I can find anything. Not sure exactly how recent the I'll look on Google Maps, because I'm not sure how recent the rest of it was torn down. Like the motel sections were torn down, but this was all it too, and it all wrapped around here, it seems. But I'm thinking recently, because of the fact that so here's part of it, how it used to be. There's like the concrete off the front porch. I'm guessing it might have had a front porch. I'm not sure what popped out here, unless this was probably a staircase to go up. An area where a staircase was at. Not much remaining. There's some old concrete and wood and piping off of like where the decks were. Some old flooring here. Piece of tile is still intact. That's pretty cool. It's an old piece of the tiling. The old laminate floors. So this was recent, because this is all still here. But that's freaking awesome. Here's where a crap ton of damage is done. Like something was here that didn't want to come out. Oh, there's a bird over there. Those things will attack you too. We had one of those over here last year. Oh, is it on the camera? Yeah, it is. There it is. Right there. It's a bird. They get like super pissed if you go near them. What's this over here? Real quick. This is a part of the flooring. Old, or maybe that's roof. I don't know what that is. Something off the motel. There's all kinds of tiles just laying everywhere. It reminds me of this motel that Dan went to. That had like pretty much there was nothing left of it. There was just flooring. I think there was a couple rooms left. Not sure what this over here was though, unless they had more rooms over here. This seems like it could have been parking, and there was something in the middle here at one point, like a long time ago. Because they have the same type of parking thingy here at our other motel. More pieces that used to be here. This looks like this was not as recent. This was older. This section over here was torn down before the other one. There's an old piece of mattress foam here. It's an old pump to something. Still piping sticking up. See, this over here was something else. Maybe. Oh, here it is. Please note checkout time. Here's something interesting. I'm gonna try and go upstairs and just see. what happens, what's upstairs maybe. It said private property and I kind of feel like I shouldn't, but oh yeah, here's the motel room. That is weird. Why is there's a shower out in the motel room? If y'all can see that. Oh crap. So weird. Oh, this is so strange. So cool though.